I think it's might be a different story, but we'll have to wait and see. And of course, Mike Venus, after losing to them in the previous round with his partner Tim Putt, had some choice words to say about the Kyrgios Kokkinakis show, didn't he?
He did. Are you going to repeat them?
I'll probably wait till the match starts. So for those people who aren't with us, they can get the.
Yeah, they were more. They were more directed at Nick, I think, than at Thanasi. But yeah, he did have some pointed comments to make, which obviously after you've lost the match comes off a little bit like
sour grapes.
Yeah, like a little bit of sour grapes. You know, okay. You got to maybe give that a little bit of time to breathe before you come back and make those comments.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned, deep in the draw, it's men's semi-finals doubles action. Well, it was Australia Day yesterday. Even though it was Australia Day yesterday, the Aussie flag is in full display, and that is because Nick Kyrgios and Thanasi Kokkinakis are taking to centre stage, and it's a good day for the Aussies. You've got Ash Barty in the women's singles a little later this evening, taking on Madison Keys. But then you've also got Purcell and Ebden in the semis of the men's doubles. In the bottom section of the draw, taking on Joe Salisbury and Rajiv Ram, who have been white hot, of course, former champions here, Joe and Rajiv. But it'll be fascinating to see how these two guys deal with everything that Nick brings to the party. And listen, these guys have both been top singles players, and on a par with the guys that they're playing against, and then some. So I think it'll take a lot to rattle their cage.
Yeah, you're talking about two guys, one that have been around the tour for a very long time, both 36 years old, and they've been solid singles players as well as one of the top doubles pairs in the world for a while. So see the difference, see the difference right away with them both walking out on court.
Here we go, boy.
A little bit of bats, a little bit of eyes.
Really?
Nah.
Really? A little bit of
couple. Just like last time. But same on Cain. Cain.
I guess it's not so much the talent, it's more just playing to
Yeah, that's what it is.
Good. I'd rather you be like that than no.
Men's doubles semi-final action here on Rod Laver Arena. Would you please welcome from Argentina, Horacio Zeballos, and from Spain, Marcel Granollers.
Well, there's not many guys that have beaten Nadal in the finals of a clay court event. The man on the left has done that on the singles court. These boys have got game.
And their opponents from Australia, Thanasi Kokkinakis and Nick Kyrgios.
Some of the loudest applause we have ever heard here on the Rod Laver Arena in the last 11 days. That is what Nick brings to the forecourt. I mean, we haven't even started the match and he's trying to get the crowd fired up.
And look at the size of this crowd. The beauty of this, they moved this match here to Rod Laver Arena, and it's a grounds pass. It's a grounds pass to get into the stadium today, to be able to come in and watch this match. I mean, what a cool opportunity for a lot of people that probably normally might not be able to come in or don't, want to spend the extra money to come and watch matches on Rod Laver Arena.
That's right. Forgot about that. Good reminder. Thank you, Brad. All the players after the last 18 months or so will tell you that the sport really is nothing without the fans. James
Tossing the
Kyothawon
coin
is the
today.
champion.
Let's make welcome one of our ANZ Tennis Hotshots players from the Vinatol Tennis Club in Bulleen, 9-year-old Isaac Liu.
Isaac Tanasi Isaac. Gents, before we start, can we have a photo with Isaac, please? Facing my man over here. Thank you. So, gentlemen, the same format as your last matches. Any preference on towel box, red or blue? No? We can. You want to mix? Up to you. If you agree, we can mix. So we go initially red for you guys, blue for you guys. All right, Isaac. We've got Margaret Molesworth, ANZ. Who would you like to call? Okay, Nick. ANZ?
Tennis ball, yeah.
Tennis ball. Yeah. ANZ's called Margaret Molesworth.
Defer.
Defer choice.
Or receive.
Receive. Okay.
It doesn't happen too often. Deferring means that you allow your opponents to choose what they want to do. And Nick and Tanasi, quick on the receive.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. You don't see defer very often. Your options: serve, receive, or side normally.
So why would they do that?
Because they have a lefty-righty combo.
Yes.
So obviously they can choose who serves from which side. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, if you defer, the other team then has the option to pick between serving, receiving, or side. So
Yep.
it was actually an interesting little twist right there you don't see very often.
Well, Horatio Zeballos, the man in picture, as we mentioned, the only left-hander to beat Rafa in a final on clay. In fact, to beat him on any surface. It's the only time he's ever lost to a left-hander in a final. That's how good he has been on the singles court, and together with his partner, he has excelled. Him and Marcel have been such a good team. Tanasi has one title to his credit. That was in Brisbane back in 2017 with JT, his fellow countryman Jordan Thompson. So certainly a man who knows his way around the doubles court. And Nick, well, he's one of one. I think that's the best way of describing him.
He is a unique character within our game.
Yeah, he certainly is, and it's going to be fascinating to see how he treats the guys on the other side of the court, because I think the feeling in the locker room was there was too much disrespect. I think the players don't mind the entertainment, but when you start to disrespect the guys on the other side of the court, that you get heated responses like we saw from Michael Venus, or the incident where in the second round match after beating the top seeds, one of the trainers confronted both Nick and Tanasi in the gym afterwards, and it was a little bit of "how's your father?" Nick obviously made that public, but if you've got a few guys in the locker room that are saying it, you could probably suggest that that's the general consensus. So again, we'll see how it all shakes out. Two Aussies, and it'll be a Spaniard and an Argentine.
2 minutes.
Has won a doubles title. That was out there on the clay in Lyon for Nick, with Jack Sock, his partner in crime. And two pretty big forehands and serves there that you would have to contend with. But a regular doubles combo. How do you think this one's going to shake out, just in all aspects, Brad?
Well, I mean, obviously, if you look at them individually, with Nick and Tanasi, Nick is gonna look to put on a show here. He's got the crowd on his side already. The crowd's here primarily because of the Special K team, and they want to see a show, and he's going to put a show on. Zeballos and Granollers are going to stay focused, stay concentrating on what they want to do, and they are an exceptionally good doubles team and doubles pair. They play doubles like you're supposed to play doubles, and they have great strengths to do that. Both, don't forget that Marcel Granollers was ranked 19 in the world in singles.
Yeah, 4 titles as well.
And as you mentioned, you know, Horacio Zeballos' career high in singles is 39. So these guys are talented tennis players. They aren't your usual just doubles guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match
So we're almost good to go.
played over the best of 3 tiebreak sets.
Team that got a wild card on the right, the Aussies,
Marcel
against
Granollers,
third-seeded
Zeballos
Marcel
won the toss
Granollers
and deferred choice.
in the blue shirt, and to the left,
Kyrgios
the southpaw.
and Kokkinakis elected to receive.
that is Horacio Zeballos. They've won multiple Masters 1000 titles together. However, they've yet to win a major.
End of
So,
warm-up.
you know, with that goal looming large here in a men's semi-finals, just 2 matches away, I guess, Brad, it's fair to say that brings its own sort of pressures, doesn't it?
Absolutely, there's no doubt about that. I mean, that's the piece that's missing from their resume right now, and they'll be extremely desirous of adding that to their resume here in Australia. In the semis, 2 matches from being able to lift a Grand Slam trophy. Major accomplishment in their careers.
Yeah, Zeballos and Granollers, finalists in the 2019 US Open, finalists last year at SW19, affectionately known as Wimbledon. So they can perform on the biggest of stages, but it's going to be a different stage today. It's going to be raucous, it's going to be loud, it's going to be a cauldron, an Aussie cauldron.
This is going to have a little bit of a good old Davis Cup kind of feel.
Yeah, and I think the South Americans would be able to relate to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Horacio from Argentina, you know, we all know that, you know, in the old days when you had home and away ties, missed those, just want to let you know, you know, going to South America or to Spain, I mean, we're talking about some serious crowd support. You know, the idea of being quiet in between first and second serves did not exist in those kind of Davis Cup ties back then. The potential of getting hit by a projectile coming out of the stands was pretty good.
Okay, might be some of that today. Let's get it on. Men's semi-final action.